So it's another one of those episodes. What do I mean by that? I mean one of those episodes that the fandom remembers because of that cute new hairdo, like, oh my gosh, doesn't Rarity look like the cutest in a little punk getup? She thinks she's gangster, but she's still so white. Ayo. I'm so funny. And there's other stuff that happens in this episode, but you're not too worried about that. Sakura is back. That's a nice twist. The episode starts with Rarity using her knowledge of color theory to not only help the town, but help herself get ready for the photo finish shoot. Well, it's good to see that community college art degree Rarity has is good for something. Don't go to art school, guys. Unless you want to use their network, but like, make sure they have a good network. And I like how all the Ponyville shops have such specific items in stock. Like, this is kind of getting ridiculous. It was funny with Quills and Sofa that one time, but especially Store for Fans. Side note, thanks for naming him Davenport, guys. That's a fan name, I guess. I googled it. But what's gonna be next? A My Little Pony only YouTube channel? Don't respond to that. This all accumulates when Rarity visits Pinkie Pie, who in the cutest song ever is celebrating the Cake Twins' first sneeze. Are the Cake Twins gonna age up soon, or what? Hasn't it been like more than a year? They were born when Twilight was a unicorn, for God's sakes. Well, she gets cheese stuck in her hair.
It's the Leaning Tower of Cheesa.
So off to the woods they go to contact Sakura, and in a twist of fate that totally isn't mostly Pinkie's fault, Rarity and Pinkie end up switching the wrong bottles of mix, causing for some mishap, and poor Rarity. Well, at least we get to see her bathroom?
Not the most pleasant scent, but
we get the job done!
So Rarity is now bald. Well, mostly bald.
My eyes!
She can't seem to get any of her errands done because she's so insecure about getting into a fight with a pair of scissors and losing, obviously. This episode seems to make that into a thing about how Rarity's lack of attention getting is causing her to lose her confidence. And while I understand that, I also think if she didn't do anything to her hair, the results would have been similar and people would have freaked out. I feel like this moral is kind of convoluted and messy and it doesn't really make too much sense. Haber wrote this episode, so Haber. He even ships this, so. With that in mind, Rarity tries Magic Pony #1 and Backup Pony #2, who can't seem to help. You guys can do mustache spells, but not hair spells? Because that makes sense. Can I offer a suggestion? What about Discord Man? He's been seen multiple times changing hairstyles. Like, look at the last episode for God's sakes, man. Why does no one listen to me? Applejack also tries her hand or hoof or whatever at helping, but allow me to refresh your memory.
They milk the sentient people cows!
No one is still listening to me. After that, the gang tries to cheer her up, even though she's not a lemon now.
when life gives you lemons...
I complain about the lemons!
They tried to make a joke and it didn't work. And because Rarity is so creative, I guess, she's able to find a way around it. I guess she has a secret punk rock side, and all is well. She even gets to be on the cover of the magazine again. And a few months later, how much time has passed?
What year is it?
In the end, this was a good episode. A little bit of a predictable plot, but it had a nice moral, and it was a light episode about finding confidence in yourself. I just hope you have an art degree to help you when things go south. Those things are handy sometimes, but not really. Like and subscribe, and comment to tell me if you thought this episode was fun. And that's all, folks, except it's not time for the ending gag.
Have you ever cut a woman's hair? Would you cut mine? That was the single most thrilling experience of my whole life.